We spend our entire youth climbing a mountain, only to realize that no one is waiting for us at the top. Success is often misunderstood. You crave power, recognition, and money. But have you ever asked yourself, when you achieve it all, how much of your original self will remain? Welcome to the truth. There are no roses here, only the hidden scars that only the winners truly understand. Silence is the first warning sign. The view from the top is breathtaking, but it is also incredibly lonely. The higher you go, the thinner the air, and the fewer the friends. Public applause is a temporary drug. It masks the internal void that grows every time you trade your soul for a moment of shallow social validation. The stories they tell you about glory are incomplete. They forget to mention the parts where you lose yourself in the pursuit of more things. Time is the only currency that cannot be refunded. You are spending your life to buy shadows that will eventually disappear when the sun sets. By the time you realize you have enough, you might find you have lost the capacity to enjoy it. The price of success is often life. The echoes in this empty room are the only things left to talk to. Every achievement feels like another brick in the wall of isolation. Young people often believe that money will cure their depression. They think that a bigger house will finally make them feel at home inside. The truth is, money only magnifies what you already have. If you are empty inside, success will only turn that emptiness into a black hole. You can afford the finest food in the world, but you might find yourself eating it alone in a silence that screams far too loud. Success does not heal psychological wounds. It provides a more expensive distraction, but the pain remains exactly where you left it years ago. You keep throwing wealth into the void, hoping it will fill the gap, but some holes are spiritual, and no amount of cash can fill them. This is the prison of your own making. The walls are lined with gold, but there are no windows, and the door is locked from inside. You thought you were building an empire, but you were actually building a cage. Now you are the only prisoner and the only guard left. Freedom becomes terrifying when you have spent your whole life following a schedule. You stay in the cage because you forgot how to fly. Health is the credit limit that you have been swiping every single day. You think it is infinite until the bank of life finally calls. You have all the money to buy the best doctors, but money cannot buy back the years of stress you forced your heart to endure. When your body breaks, it doesn't care about your titles or your stock options. It only cares about the rest you never gave it properly. Your heartbeat is a countdown, not a metronome for your productivity. Every beat you trade for stress is a beat you will never get back. The most expensive bed in the world cannot guarantee a single minute of sleep. Peace of mind is a luxury that money simply cannot buy. You are working 16 hours a day to prove your worth to people who don't care. Meanwhile, your own soul is starving for your attention. Stop. The world will not collapse if you put the phone down. The real collapse is happening inside you while you are busy managing others. Don't become a machine in the pursuit of success. Machines are replaceable. Humans are unique. You are losing your humanity to gain a mere title. True luxury is walking for 20 minutes without a phone. It is the ability to be present in your own life without an audience watching. Reconnect with the earth before you are buried under it. Success is worthless if you have forgotten how the grass feels under your feet. Happiness is found in the simple things you ignored while you were chasing the complex ones. Look at the light. It costs absolutely nothing. Just breathe. Your value is not tied to your output. You are a human being, not a human doing. Allow yourself to just exist today. But the world calls you back to the grind. It demands your time and your energy, promising you rewards that always stay just out of reach. Who is looking back at you? Is it the person you wanted to be? Or a character created by the expectations of an ungrateful society? At the height of your success, you will be surrounded by people. Most of them love the crown on your head, not the person wearing it. True connection is rare in the halls of power. Most relationships are just transactions disguised as friendships. Everyone is looking for their next big advantage. You can be the most famous person in the room and still feel completely invisible. Fame is a spotlight that blinds everyone to your reality. The friends who knew you before you were someone are the ones you likely left behind. They are the only ones who actually know you. The crown is heavy and cuts into your skin, but you wear it because you are afraid of what people will think if you don't. When you eventually fall, the same hands that are clapping for you now will be the first ones to point and laugh at you. You have spent years climbing the ladder of success. You have sacrificed sleep, family, and health to reach the next rung on the way up. Every step is a struggle. Every level higher brings more pressure and more fear of falling. But you keep going because you must win. But what if the building you are climbing is on fire? What if the goal you are chasing is actually a trap designed for you? Don't wait until you reach the top to realize the ladder was leaning against the wrong wall. Your ambition might be someone else's plan. The higher you climb for the wrong reasons, the more devastating the eventual fall will be. Success without purpose is just a very high cliff. We chase symbols of success, thinking they will provide meaning, but objects cannot love you back, and they cannot give you a reason to live. Real success is built on the most boring, repetitive tasks imaginable. It is not a series of explosions. It is a long, slow grind. Discipline is the ability to do the same unglamorous work every day for a decade. Most people quit because they want the fireworks, not work. The peak of performance is actually quite dull. It is the mastery of the basics, repeated until they become a part of your very DNA. Resilience is the only thing that separates the winners from the dreamers. Can you survive the boredom of being great at what you do? Like a clock, success requires every small part to function perfectly every second. If one small gear fails, the entire system eventually stops working. Every tick is a moment you gave away. Ensure that what you are building is worth the literal minutes of your life you are spending. The new normal of success is often just a high-pressure routine that leaves no room for spontaneity or the joy of the unexpected moment. You drink the same coffee, drive the same road, and solve the same problems. Is this the dream you were promised when you started out? A full calendar is often a sign of an empty life. If you have no time to think, you are not leading. You are being driven. You missed the milestones while you were building the monuments. Your children grew up while you were in meetings about things that don't matter. A successful career is a poor substitute for a failing marriage. You can't hug a promotion at night when the house feels too quiet. The endurance required for long-term success is a lonely path. There are no cheering crowds in the middle of the long, hard years of work. Persistence is not glamorous. It is simply refusing to stop when everything inside you is begging for a break. It is a slow, steady erosion. You are loyal to a brand that would replace you in a heartbeat if your numbers dropped. Companies have no hearts, only balance sheets. Your desk will be filled by someone else before your funeral is even over. To the corporation, you are a resource, not a human being. The machine continues to turn. Your irreplaceable contribution was just a temporary fix in a system that doesn't know your middle name or dreams. In the digital age, you are just a line of code. When you are no longer useful, the code is deleted and the memory is wiped. Your identity is more than your business card. If you lose your job, do you still know who you are? Or are you just your title? Your family is the only organization that cannot replace you. But they are often the ones who get the least of your time and energy. A child's childhood lasts only a few thousand days. You are trading those days for bonuses and promotions that will be forgotten in a year. Success tastes like ash when you have no one to share it with. A lonely celebration is just a reminder of everything you have sacrificed. The people who love you are trying to reach you, but you are too busy talking to people who only want something from you today. We trade the warmth of home for the cold light of the office. We think we are winning, but we are losing the very things we work for. The entity you serve has no soul. It cannot feel gratitude, and it cannot provide comfort when you are old and tired of the race. Learn to close the laptop. The work will always be there tomorrow, but your health and your sanity might not be if you keep pushing. At the end of your life, you won't wish you had spent more time at the office. You will wish for one more hour with them. Time is a predator that stalks us all. Success is just a way to decorate the journey, but it doesn't change the final destination at all. Every day is a leaf falling from the tree of your life. Are you spending your leaves wisely, or just letting the wind take them away? You cannot save time. You can only spend it. The market for buying back lost time doesn't exist, no matter how much money you have saved. True wealth is measured by what you would have left if you lost all your money today. Do you have anything that money cannot buy? Regret is the heaviest burden you will ever carry. It is the cost of choosing the wrong priorities for 20 years of your prime life. Peace is not the absence of work, it is the presence of meaning. Find the place where your soul can finally rest and be quiet. Success is having a garden and the time to sit in it. It is the ability to enjoy the world without needing to own it. A cup of tea in peace is worth more than a banquet in a war zone. Simplify your life until only the essential remains clearly. The soul wants to be free, not famous. It wants to soar, not to be stored in a skyscraper. Listen to what your heart is saying. Contentment is the ultimate form of wealth. When you stop wanting more, you finally have everything you need to be truly happy and whole. Let go of the attachment to the outcome. Do the work because it is right, not because it will make you rich or famous today. A good night's sleep is a sign of a clean conscience. No amount of success is worth losing your ability to sleep without fear or worry. The ultimate goal is a home that you don't want to escape from, a life that doesn't require a vacation to survive the daily grind. Walking away can be the greatest victory of your life. It is the moment you stop playing a game that was designed for you to lose. Cast off the chains of expectation. You don't owe the world a version of yourself that makes you miserable just to look successful to others. Breathe in the freedom of being nobody. There is a profound power in not needing to be anyone special in the eyes of the public. Happiness is a choice, not a result. It is found in the laughter of a child, not in the digits on a digital bank statement. Love is the only thing that lasts when the fame and the money fade away. Hold on to the people who truly care about you. The sun sets on every empire. The only thing that remains is the impact you had on the hearts of the people you touched personally. Choose peace over the hype. Choose reality over the reflection. Choose yourself over the person the world wants you to be today and forever. Success is defined by you, not by them. Thank you for having the courage to listen to the bitter truths that lead to a sweet life. Every new day is a chance to rewrite your definition of success. It is never too late to start living for the things that truly matter. The race is over because you decided to stop running. You have found the finish line within yourself, and it is a place of rest. Wealth is in the mind. It is in the stories you read, the thoughts you have, and the wisdom you gain through your own experiences. The world is vast, and your problems are small. Find perspective in the infinite, and let go of the trivial things that consume your heart. Community is the antidote to the isolation of success. We are social creatures who need the warmth of a fire and the company of others. Don't let the price of success be your life. Choose to live fully, deeply, and honestly. That is the only victory that truly counts. Be as light as a feather. Release the weight of the world and find the peace that has always been waiting for you inside your soul. The journey back to yourself starts with a single, honest breath. Take it now. The truth has set you free from the empty chase.